Hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. We finally begin Team War Season 9, a new era. Hope everyone is doing good, by the way. So, I'm going to be the caster of today, the Sturga. You guys know me. And yeah, that's going to be a war I've been very patient for. We're going to have X Factors against Sensei. So, X Factors is already a team that had experience with Team Wars. They've been participating, I believe, before season 7 because personally I got to know them since season 7. I do believe they played before. And we also have Sensei, which is actually an old team, but that is for the first time playing Team Wars. And it is a Korean team, so Japan versus South Korea. Big hype here. So yeah, there's also a poll if you want to guess who is going to win. We have X Factors against Sensei, but only one of them is going to take the victory. Who is it going to be? We will see. Hello, Alkari. Hope you're doing good. Alright, so yes, exactly. I see there's a question in the chat by Daniel. They are going to be playing with the new ban list indeed. So from today and the entire week one, they will have to play with the ban list that has been shown today. Yes. So for example, if there's one of the team that is playing Desperado, they'll have to make sure of not using Master of Destiny, which will cause problems by the way you have to use it, for example. Anyways, we're gonna have the two players being on the tables. So I'm just writing the names, and whenever I see them beginning, I will speedrun. So Ash from Sensei and Sacha from X Factors. Ooh la la, Drizzles with the
TW,
sub.
let's go.
Oh my god, if this is... That might be the Windows bot with this weird voice. I'm sure this is the French voice it has right now, but thank you very much for subbing. On Duel Links team was Drizzles. My boy, hope you're doing good, by the way. Alright, so I do believe both of them are waiting before beginning, so it should be okay. Another
Let's
sub.
go TW
Look at
Season
that.
9.
Marcel with the sub. Thank you very much for subbing on Team Was. Alright, so I was just checking the Discord right now, just to tell you that the duel is going to begin soon, and I'm going to click already on spectate. The war begins. Good luck to X Factors and good luck to Sensei. Let's go. Alright, so there is Sartorius on the bottom, and on top we have Zane Truesdale. Zane Truesdale is going to be getting the first turn. And there is already some timing, which makes me think it might be Cyber Dragon. Sidra is on the side of Ash. And on the bottom, it does not seem that he's playing Master of Destiny. There was no skill trigger, which makes me curious of what deck Searcher is playing. So we will figure this out. LMAO Drizzles. You want a booking. Yup. That's actually not a bad guess on the side of Dragon. That could be Valkyries, and that is because there's a different way on how the skill actually works for Light Barrier. I do believe they changed it recently, or else that's just me being a bit dumbo. But Light Barrier, when you activate it, it is only on your turn, and what it is going to do is bring a field spell outside from the deck, which is Light Barrier, and you have it face down. Yeah, so far, I don't know, we're waiting. I don't think it is glitching. I could try to verify that, but I'm going to be waiting more seconds. If it was glitching, then it has... You know, it's Duel Links. I cannot do much. That's the program. Kick W. Alright, 10 more seconds, I think.
Yo.
Voila. Ankara with the sub. And by the way, the bot is going to be back. You guys will be able to see Anchor back at the game, and mainly back at the casting, actually. And thank you very much for the sub.
At Ankara,
and Cosmic
yo.
answering Ankara. The two good buddies. And thank you for the sub, both of you guys. Shoutouts to Ankara and Cosmic Flare, who are all the streamers part of the team was, by the way. Make sure to check them out. So anyways, Ash begun already with the Cybernetic Fusion support, bringing 2 Cyber Protos using the skill of Cyber Style, and also has a Fusion Gate to be able to do the fusion. And he is going to be sending
season.
And he is going to be sending some more Cyber Dragons in the graveyard. Another fusion. Ooh, alright. Already bringing Cyber and Dragon turn 1. Alright, this is nuts. All the subs. I'm gonna have to mention everyone. LTY and Asta for the sub. Thank you guys so much for the sub. And also, I just realized this is Train Hype. Jesus Christ. I'm still not being... I'm not having the habit yet with the Train Hype KW. So I'm gonna be keeping with the normal commentary as much as I can. Which is why you guys are here, of course. Rooting for the teams and watching the games. So Searcher... Now that's interesting. He does have Light Barrier, but he's starting with Bingo Machine Go. Is this Blue Eyes? What? Wait a second. Dragon Spear of White, Malefic Blue Eyes? Alright, now that's a huge surprise. Malefic with Blue Eyes. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, it definitely is possible to play the Malefic. That is by banishing a Blue Eyes from the deck, and that's how you're able to special summon Malefic. But this is a huge surprise. No, actually, Searcher is honestly having a good opening, because if it was turn 1, in my opinion, Ash will be able to destroy the field spell. And if there is a Malefic that is on the field, a Malefic will be destroyed because you don't control feed spell. So Searcher is really lucky getting this second turn, especially when Ash does not have any spell trap. So Searcher is going to go for the Synchro, and it is going to be Vermilion Dragon Mech, which is going to get rid of Cyber and the Dragon. A long time no see, Love Train. Glad to see you and everyone else, of course. This is ridiculous as an opening. And special summon alternative for lethal. What? That's a huge opening to Season 9. My god. Blue Eyes with Malefic, Light Barrier. I don't think I've ever seen that before. First point is going to be for X Factors. My lord, what did I see? Absolutely insane. Lord. I'm actually speechless. I don't want to speak at that point. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. My god. Now that's going to be quite a situation, because that will make Sensei think if they want to use already the repeat or not. And the issue with the repeat, especially in this situation, is that, well, Cyber Dragons against Blue Eyes is usually not good. They could go for that, but it's not going to be a good choice because you have few monsters that will surpass Blue Eyes. We'll see what decision Sensei is going to be making. So at the same time, I'm going to pay attention to the Discord chat, and that is going to allow me to know if there's going to be no repeat, so I can give information for everyone. Nice. Yeah, that's a good point for XF here. Ooh, Dom the King offering S for Vista. I appreciate it for the sub, Dom the Kid. The good broski. Any gifters. Well, hopefully you get someone. We will see. Let me see, by the way, on the Discord at the same time. That actually is giving me some questions because I do believe there's not going to be repeat, especially at that situation. That's at least what I'm thinking though. Time to remove it for something better. Alright, that's gonna be the choice I thought they could make it. There's going to be a repeat already on the side of Sensei. And they're going to have one repeat left. So we're gonna be seeing yet again the exact same deck. It's going to be Blue Eyes on the bottom with Malefic and Light Barrier. And on top we're gonna have Cyber Dragons. Alright, let's go for the next duel. Second one. Ash is going to be yet again getting this first turn. Begins with Cyber Dragon Core this time. Which if he has already a spell or a trap in his hand, it is going to be beneficial. This time it's going to be a way better opening though, because on the previous duel he had Cybernetic Fusion support, which is reducing its life points, and it made him forced to use the skill as well as do the fusions. So Ash is going to have only a core, but then 2 spell trap, and he's going to be, I guess, taking the time before doing all the moves. I do sense that he has the spell and trap, the spell to do the fusion of course, and the trap to destroy some other cards. We'll see what happens. We're going to have Sage that gets normal summon, which is going to be adding, of course, White Stone of Ancient. So 5 cards still in the hand of Searcher. Is going to be already special summoning Malefic Blue Eyes by banishing the Blue Eyes. Now the wonder is that if he is going to let the Synchro or not. If he let the Synchro, he's not going to be seeing Vermilion, he's going to be seeing ideally Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, which then has some quick effects. No, actually no. It's going to put more pressure on Searcher for the following reason. The timing of Overflow, so Cybernetic Overflow, is actually tricky, so in case you have the Synchro, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon chaining, you will be able to special summon a Dragon Synchro from your extra deck. But if you try to summon Azure Eyes Dragon, that monster does not have protection the moment it is summoned. And Overflow, because it is still in a chain, is going to be able to destroy it. So how is Searcher going to be dealing with this is the question. Alright, Searcher using a Sage from his hand, and he is going to be targeting his own Sage. Is this going to pass or not? Overflow still has a very good timing, plus not only that, but it is going to be beneficial. If he has 2 Cyber Dragon in total from the field and hand, that is going to be a very good one. We'll see what happens first. So Overflow gets activated on the side of Ash. It's going to be banishing the vanilla Cyber Dragon from his hand and the core, and destroys the Sage as well as the Light Barrier, which is going to be reducing possibilities for a Searcher to be able to special summon Blue Eyes. Because if he plays the Malefic ones, Malefic cards will be now useless since the field spell has been destroyed. Unless he has another one. Another Cyber Dragon Core top from Ash, so he's going to be able to do the fusion. For a potential lethal. This time he clearly has the hand. Compared to the previous duel. And of course, Chimera take Rampage Dragon is going to be summoned. And he decides to also keep the Vanilla Cyber Dragon, which will be for a supposed Cyber Twin Dragon, for example. And that is going to be enough. There's no timing that has been used. It is going to be lethal on the side of Ash, who's going to be taking a point for his team Sensei. And that is going to be 1-1. Now, since Searcher already won the previous duel and just lost this one, he is not going to be able to repeat the deck. He's going to have to change for another deck. Already going for the next duel. Let's go. They sure do, Dragon. Actually, a lot of Asian players love Cyber Dragon. A lot of them. There's going to be water. So another typical deck that we're going to be seeing. Water with, of course, Shark and the skill territory of the Shark. It's going to be able to begin with Deep Sea Diva and goes already for territory of the Shark, which puts all of the Sea Serpent, Fish, and I think there was another attribute or type of monster. I'm sure I forgot one, but it does convert them to level 4, which is allowing you to do very simple Exeus Summon. So he's going to be able to begin with the Abyss Dweller on the field, which is going to have as an overlay Deep Sea Diva, which is a tuner, and especially Atlantean Heavy Infantry, which if you send the card to the graveyard, the effect of Atlantean is going to be triggered. So that is going to allow Searcher to have enough timing to deal with any fusion that Ash is going to be doing. And that's true. Korra APK versus Diva APK. Alright, a good choice of activation on the side of Ash, so he's going to be first of all setting the field spell, then activates the field spell to see the timing. It's going to be a bit hard because Abyss Dweller technically can already use the effect, which is a quick effect. So guessing the spell trap is not a simple position here. Alright, he's going to be going for Storm though. So Storm is going to be destroying its own Fusion Gate and also destroys the spell trap from Searcher. Alright, he does have Cybernetic Fusion support. That's actually going to be an interesting choice. Alright, so he destroys the Forbidden Lance. He has another Fusion Gate. Alright, so Abyss Dweller is already going to use the effect to destroy the Fusion Gate. So Ash is going to need something in order to be able to do the fusion, but does he have it? Goes for the Cyber Style. Okay, third Fusion Gate. Oh my god. That's not even a good hand for Ash in general. Okay, no, that is going to be very good. He's able to get lethal right now. That's insane. Because he still has the effect of Cybernetic Fusion support, which lets you use monsters from any kind of place. And here he's going to be using the 2 Cyber Dragon from the graveyard. And that is where he's going to be able to bring Cyber Twin Dragon. My god, what a win. This was very tight. This was very, very tight. Ash is going to be taking the second point for Team Sensei. We have 1 for X Factors and 2 for Sensei so far. Jesus Christ. Now that's a best of 3 for a beginning, my lord. That was epic, gotta say that. That's actually unbelievable. I'm actually pretty speechless. So, before we continue on the next duel, we're gonna be just talking about the second Fantasy League, which is a concept that has been recently created since Season 8. So, basically, Team Wars Fantasy League, you can make your own team with any 12 players who are already participating in Team Wars. You can also earn points based on the player performances every week. The entrant with the most points will win over $250, and it must be a Team 1 subscriber to enter. So, basically, if you have someone who didn't really join on a team that is already participating in Team Wars, it is basically a second opportunity to play on the format and still get some reward like that. So, if you guys are interested in, make sure to check that out. Information is on in the Discord. You will be able to find the rules for Fantasy League. I believe it is in the channel Fantasy League. And yeah, I think that is it for Fantasy League. And now I'm just going to come back, waiting for the next duel. Alright, actually, there's one thing I forgot. Since we're waiting, I just have to do this, of course. So you're just waiting for the next match, and I'm going to be saying it when the next player has joined the room. Fuck. That was an insane beginning. Really, really expecting the rest of the world though, for sure. I'm also gonna make sure just to see. Alright. Or be the coin emotes. Alright, so I think we're gonna be beginning soon. I'm gonna be removing it. Okay, it's time to go. The next player is going to be here. And it is going to be Zalug, who's going to be on the bottom. Alright. So Zalug on the bottom and Ash on top, who is still with the Cyber Dragon. Yet again, good luck to both teams. Let's go. We're gonna see Yami Yugi on the side of Zalug. Now it all depends on the amount of cards. Here we could maybe guess what kind of deck they're playing. We will see. A 30 card deck, no skill triggered. Maybe a Destiny Draw will be my guess. Or a Draw Sense. That's going to be interesting. So Ash yet again is going to be getting the first turn, and he's able to get the core. With core, he's going to be able to add Cybernetic Overflow. Fire King will also be a possibility indeed. I actually have seen some Fire King decks that does use 30 cards with Destiny Draw. That's a good guess-ish. But we will see if it is actually Fire King, but that could be a possibility, definitively. And Lord Ranger
I be
with
man
the
is
sub.
me.
Lord Ranger with a sub. Thank you very much for subbing on the Duel Links team was for the 10th time, by the way. Jesus, a lot of people have been subbing for a long time. I appreciate it. Alright, so Ash is going to be taking time before sending the cards so far. Maybe he does have some cards that he wants to save and then use them. Hello Ricky, hope you're doing good. I fixed my mic if I didn't have school at Kokas with you. I mean, I'm going to have also school, but I just took a game for Friday because, you know, holidays for your boy Disturbia, so why not? But ideally I will cast on weekend, but it's not gonna happen the second time I pick Friday. A lot of people will have work as well on Friday, so I guess some of them who are joining the stream, they will be lurking. Alright, it is indeed going to be Fire King. We see the Fire King Iceland already. That's a big top deck though. This is going to be helping Zolig a lot, since like that he's going to be able to search for the monster that he wants. He's going to be using the second effect, so if you control no monster, you can specially summon a Fire Winged Beast type monster from your hand. So the only reason he will go for this effect is to actually force the overflow. As this is going to be the good choice though. So overflow chained already. No, that's the timing I didn't know before, so I was very curious of what this will be. So if you destroy the Fire King Aslan, there's no effect that is going to get triggered. Alright, so Ash still has timing. It is still draw phase, and he drew the card. Which means he does have a card that he will be able to activate, which will be maybe a Cosmic Cyclone, could also be the Cybernetic Fusion support as well. Yep, we're still in draw phase. Yeah, exactly. That's something I also get to learn down the kid. Even a caster gets to learn sometimes stuff. I won't lie to you. Because, how shall I say that? Most of the effects that comes from continuous spells or traps, if you actually chain on it, the effect does not work anymore. So that is maybe why the field spell did not work in that situation. Ooh, a pointer of the Red Lotus. Oof. Oh, that is going to be very dirty. That is going to be pretty dirty here. Using a pointer of the Red Lotus to hopefully not allow Ash to get anything he wants or do the fusions he wants. But still, he's going to be able to do the fusion gate. I do have the impression this is lethal, by the way, because then you have the Chimeritic Rampage Dragon, who's going to be able to go for lethal and do all the job, since he's able to attack up to 2 more times. Not only that, but he uses yet again Fusion Gate, of course, to do the Cyber Twin Dragon. Yup. Finishing Zalug with a Cyber Twin Dragon. Ash is going to be taking the 3rd point with Cyber Dragon. Alright, there's going to be another repeat, but this time it is going to be repeat on the side of X Factors. So repeat of Fire King from Zalug is going to be. At the same time, I'm going to be modifying the score. Zalug on the bottom. Alright. And we're gonna go already. Spectate. Let's go. No, Cyber Dragons, whenever they get the first turn, they're in a very good posture. And if their second turn, it is still doable depending on the field that the opponent will be able to do. So Ash is yet again going to be getting that first turn, but does he have the APK is the question. Is he going to be having at least one Cyber Dragon core or not? And he does have it. Does have the core that is going to really help him out. He is going to be looking for the Cyberlord Fusion. And he goes for the triple set. Alright. He's still going to have dominance though. And potentially is going to be able to get a lot of timing. So Zalug is going to be activating first of all Onslaught of the Fire King. So if the opponent controls a monster and you control the monster, you can special summon a Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast type monster from your deck. Its effects are negated and it is destroyed during the end phase. And you can only activate an Onslaught of the Fire once per turn. So this is pretty much going to be a blocking situation for Cyber Dragon because you cannot destroy that easily with card effects. To basically explain, if you destroy the field spell, or just if you destroy Garnix, the monster is going to be reborn and will still destroy all the monsters on the side of Ash, which is going to put Ash in a bad situation unless he's able to banish his Cyber Dragons in the good moment. No, actually no, that's going to be complicated, whatever I'm talking about, but because if Ash uses Overflow, the monsters will get banished. Then he will be maybe having a time or a good time to use Cyberlord Fusion. That's gonna be complicated to read for Ash, we'll see. So Zalug first of all uses the main effect of Fire King Island, so the first one. During your during your main phase, you can destroy one monster in your hand or that you control. And if you do, add a Fire King monsters from your deck to your hand. So he decides to destroy Garnix and then add a Barong. And also has Arvada. Oof. That's a too good field here. Unless there is a Drowning Mirror Force. If there is a Drowning Mirror Force, I will be very surprised. I gotta say this at least once. He's gonna be taking the first damage from Arvada. Right now the attack of Garnix. Ooh, Book of Moon is going to be used right now. Alright, so the other Garnix that has been destroyed by the island is going to be reborn. Which is going to force Arvada to use the effect, I believe. Ooh, dump the kid. Offering a sub for Jagan. Dump the kid Pog. Yup, new info box is lit with the chat, and actually I just thought that we can switch between chat and also show the information from time to time, but I still will believe that the chat is what matters. We want to see the community, the chat, and the encouragements. That's at least what I think is important. The two things at least. So far Arvada is using the effect which is going to be negating its own Garnix and destroy Garnix. I believe, yes. Destroys its own Garnix. The ideal situation will be to deal with the Fire King Island and then you deal with the back row. Alright, let's see. He's gonna be using Overflow. Oh, he has enough. If he does have the fusion, that is going to be game yet again. He's able to destroy not only the Viking Island, but he also destroys the trap, which is going to be very beneficial for him. Alright, it's going to be still summoning the Garnix. No card activation at all. Alright, I'm going to be seeing this instead of commentating some blabberies. So Garnix gets special summoned because it was destroyed by its own Fire King Island. And then the other Garnix gets to be back because of the of its own effect. But it is still going to be only one Garnix that is going to be standing on the field. He's gonna have to go for the Rampage here. He doesn't have a choice. And has to go defense mode as well. Hello, hello, Zarix. Zarix, my good father. Hello. Alright, so this is still the turn of Ash right now. We're on the 5th turn. He's gonna escape. Yeah, at that point, if you don't have any ways to deal, especially against the Garnix, it is hard to combat. And if you also don't have the fusion spell, very tough. And so Zalug is going to be taking the second point for XF. So Ash is going to be out. Alright, putting the emote wall again, preparing for the next match. CD not skilled enough to draw 2 cores. Well, at the end of the day, it's all RNG. I gotta say that. When you have a deck that is named Desperado and people still abuse of the RNG, you know what I mean. Honestly, I'm glad that Desperado has been hit, by the way, because it was the only deck that plays with the coins but still has a skill that is allowing you to get heads and then beneficiate yourself with effects. A very annoying deck that had to be hit at some point, plus has been pretty much dominant for a long time as well. A very, very long time. Just left because of the Casetas and nothing else. And I'm gonna have to remove the preparing next match. Let's go. We're gonna have Pad, who's going to be joining on the table. Let's go. So Pad is going to be on top. Seto Kaiba. From the SOD, there's only one deck. It is going to be Blue Eyes. If it is not Blue Eyes, I have been tricked. I have not been tricked. Ultimate Dragons. So Pad is going to be getting the first turn as well. Now, in terms of matchup, there's going to be a clear difference between Cyber Dragon and Blue Eyes against Safari King. And that will be by the cards you play as Spell and Trap. Blue Eyes is always based on discarding the cards, ideally discarding White Stone of Ancient to beneficiate yourself from the effect of special summoning a Blue Eyes. But because they're also playing Karma card, it is going to be very strong against the Lug. So the question is if Pad is going to be able to set a good field or not. Otherwise, the Lug is going to be able to get a lot of profits from it. Oof, cards of Consonance already. That is going to be discarding the stone, but also draw 2 cards. Yeah, exactly. Playing our own Karma is the only way. Well, that's a good question though. Like for Necro Valley, I believe maybe Pad will play it, but it's not that good to play Necro Valley. It is definitively not good for Fire King. If you ever use Necro Valley on Fire King, you just lose, because you're not able to special summon monsters from the graveyard, which is the main mechanic of Fire King. You can skip if you want. Don't take rude. Alright, so Pad is going to have only one set card, does have the Blue Eyes, special summoned, and a Sage. He's going to be taking his time. Turn of Zalug so far. Yup, if he has a good hand, I don't think it is going to be lethal, but he is going to be able to get a good field. The main thing he's going to want to do is destroy all the monsters though, by special summoning Garnix. Alright, a good use of the set and activation of the card to know if there's a card that gets to be triggered. So now he has special summon the Garnix with the Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Also gets Fire King Ashland to use its effect, destroy its own Garnix. And then he's going to be able to add another Fire King. He's going to be adding Baron. Oh no, the card that he activated on the side of Pad was not Melody. He actually used instead Cards of Consonance. Well, yes, he activated this. What am I talking about? He has on Cards of Consonance and Melody, he did. Yep. Just verified that. Open Island every time. True. Alright, so now he was able to special summon the Garnix, destroying all the monsters. He didn't make T1 Spirit because he only has Summon Sage. And he didn't have a Vanilla Blue Eyes because of what he decided to draw. The thing is that he drew, using Melody, he used it to get the alternative White Dragon. And also get Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Well, I think it is Blue Eyed Spirit White Dragon. I still get confused with the name. But yeah, Dragon Spirit of White. So the fact that he drew this is not going to allow him to even special summon alternative just in case to do the sync throw. So that's not going to be good. Anyways, Sage is going to be summoned so far. Yeah, I do think that was a misplay here, sadly. Because you don't want to get Dragon Spirit of White in hand, ideally. The best way for the card is that you actually special summon it from the deck, and then you banish something. Alright, so of course gonna go for the alternative, which is going to destroy Garnix. And now he's going to be making Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So adds a Vanilla Blue Eyes. He does have a second Blue Eyes, and now it's going to be activating Ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon. Wait, what am I talking about? The skill, sorry, your Ultimate Dragons. So now he adds Polymerization outside from the deck, uses it to do Blue Eyes Twin Dragon for a potential lethal, but it is not guaranteed because Zalug has still a staple, basically a spell trap set on the field. He could also have a hand trap as well. Raigeki Break is going to be used, that is going to be discarding the field spell. And now he's going to be chaining it to use the effect of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon to special summon Azure White Dragon. Or Azure Eye Silver Dragon, because I don't know my names with the cards. And does an attack to not trigger Destiny Draw on the side of the Lug. Wise choice. Garn is getting back on the field, is going to try to destroy the cards, but it is not going to work. Not going to work because Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, after using its effect, has summoned the Azure Eye Silver Dragon with success. And when it has success, the dragons are protected from card effect. Ooh, Mood Trapper with the rate of 68. Shoutouts to Mood Trapper. Hello everyone. How's it going, Mood Trapper? Hope you had a good casting for your tournament as well. I believe you were casting a Giraffe weekly, by the way, if I'm correct. Shoutouts to Mood Trapper, a brother of mine. Alright, so far, Fire King Island using its effect to destroy its own Garnic, sending back to the grave, and is going to be adding Arvada. So that's gonna be spicy, because the ideal situation is that the Lug will want to yet again get a Garnic special summon from the grave. And by doing so, he's still going to be able to destroy the Blue Eyes. Because this effect of Azure Eye Silver Dragon does last for maximum 2 turns, but that will be your turn and your opponent's turn. So when it ends, Garnish is going to be special summoned and it is going to be able to destroy the Blue Eyes. At the same time, Azure Eye Silver Dragon is going to be special summoning Dragon Spirit of White, which I do believe is going to look to banish the Fire King. Yes, good choice. Well, good choice. I think it depends on a lot of situations, because I do believe this somehow still timing from Garnix. That's actually going to be way different, yeah. Not gonna be good at all because of the set card that the Luke still has, which is going to be a defense for him. So maybe banishing the face down, and especially if Pat had something to destroy the field spell, doing it the other way will have been more beneficial. So another spell trap on the side of Pat this time. Oh, let me see. Giraffe special, new tournament series. Ah, sounds good, Mood Trapper, I see. Nice, nice. No, yeah, Fire King is having the field right now. Send water with double Necro. Against Fire King, yeah. Ideally having a deck with Necro will have been the best choice as well. Karma Cut though is going to get activated, decides to do it on Arvada. So Arvada out of all the monsters does not go for the Garnix. But there's going to be the reveal of the set card, which is Circle of the Fire Kings. So the Karma Cut will have been useless here, and I do believe it's not lethal because it's summon in defense, but it is still going to be easy game for Zoloik, who has the field. Third point is going to go for X Factors, so 3-3 so far. So X Factor is still catching up. As usual, the beginning of any war, most of the players are going to have, or I mean most of the teams though, will have a similar score. Can I guess? Let me see. I'm actually going to try to ask Team Wars Team Gaiba. Let me try to do this. I'm doing a lot of bad things on my phone. What the hell? Alright, I'm going to click already on Spectate. And before that, let me see if there's any repeat. So no repeat. That's going to be a normal duel. So second duel by Pad against Zalug, who no Pad. Okay, Pad is using no May Valentino, good. Alright, first turn is going to go for Pad, of course, playing Black Wings. Is going to be able to normal summon crits. We'll see how he's going to be setting the defense. That's going to definitely be an interesting choice, because if Pad has lethal against Party King, it is going to be beneficial. Cast with Ricky one time. Actually, we could do a triple casting, but I'm going to see with the people. Let me see. Actually, with Ricky that will be tough since you're at school, but yeah. Next week for sure, by the way. Ricky and I for another week. So Zalug so far going on the defensive, sending 2 cards and sending a monster. Cosmic Cyclone gets to be used, is going to be banishing one of the cards, and it does banish a pointer of the Red Lotus, which will have been very bad if it was still actually on the field, because that will have been slowing down a lot Pad. Another Cosmic Cyclone that is going to be forcing the other card to be banished. Alright, so this is looking very good for Pad. Banishing the Book of Moon. Yeah, that actually gives me some question, because he actually went for Ancient Fairy Dragon. Will he go for a Raikiri is my question. He could go for that. Oh no, he's gonna go face without doing any sync throw. Is this going to be lethal though? Ooh. Not lethal at all. There's going to be an elixir revealing itself. That's not gonna be bad, because elixir is not going to be banished, because there's Necro Valley, which is here. That was a surprise, I gotta say that. I was surprised that the set card was Leicester, but I have seen already some Leicester used on Fire King. It is actually being used there. The other choice will have been to maybe go for a Samurai Destroyer, which will negate its effect, but I mean at some point it's not going to change the fact that Necro Valley is on the field, so that's already going to slow down Zalug a lot. You hate Valley. A lot of people hate Valley. Much love, Cosmic. By the way, guys, for those who don't know, Cosmic is going to be streaming the second game of Team War Season 9 today, and I believe it is at 4 PM EST. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, Cosmic. But yeah, there's going to be another war today. So hopefully you guys are stoked and excited for the other game. What did they say to survey? I was AFK for a moment. I have no response so far, Gaiba. Wait a second, let me see. Hopefully Vinny answers me. Else I'm going to actually ask Hazy, but I think Hazy, my man, is at college. So first of all, Book of Moon has been used on Ancient Fairy Dragon. So Ancient Fairy Dragon though is a good card to have it face down, because it is 3000 defense. Pat is not in a bad position so far. He has the defense. But he cannot stall because of the deck differential. Or he's going to be attacking, does not summon yet, and I don't think he has the good monster for that. He's going to instead stay patient as well. Shoutouts to Twitch Multi for allowing you guys to be able to watch both streams at the same time. He right. He right. What option does Fire King even have now? There may be a way for them to do a Purgatio, but that is if it has an Elytra in hand. Oh no, that's going to be very good though. Onslaught is going to be special summoning a Fire King from the deck. And the effect of Barong is still going to be used, I believe. I don't think it's special summons. Let me see. Yes, you can actually add the Fire King from the deck to your hand. So Barong is actually allowing Zalug, I believe, to search for Garanix, will be my guess. No, he goes for another Onslaught. Interesting, going for another Onslaught. I don't think he has used all the bombs. Only one of them has been used, I believe. Let me see. Okay, wait. So one is in the graveyard, another one has been banished. So there is one more still on the side of Zalug. Well, that's going to be a big risk. Pat is still going to try that. Double Black Whirlwind, which is going to go for success. No issue, is going to be able to get the Orochi. Jesus. That was actually a dangerous position, I gotta say that. Gonna be special summoning Orochi. And special summon the Gale as well. So the question will be if he wants to go for Raikiri or else he could go for Obsidian Hojo, which then resurrects Samoon. If he goes for Raikiri, I do believe there's still going to be timing. Picard phase down is going to be used. He's gonna go for Cheatery instead. Going for the big boy, alright. And there's going to be Kite-Road. Alright, the Kite-Road, sir. Yes, sir. So why didn't they repeat Blue Eyes? That is because the Blue Eyes won. Oh, I mean, if you talk about Pad though, yeah, because there has been 2 Blue Eyes so far. There was a Blue Eyes on the side of Searcher from XF, and the Blue Eyes on the side of Pad. Honestly, I don't see Blue Eyes having the matchup against Fire King in general. It's not a good choice. Gonna be... Alright, so he used Onslaught, special summon did, and then destroys at least the Gale. The question is if Zalug has defense, because so far there's the Cheatery that is going to be very imposing and has a lot of attack as well. Summons Zephyros. And that is still going to be lethal. Pad had the game with the Necro Valley helping him out on the first turn. And Pad is going to be taking the 4th point for his team. That also means that Zalug is going to be out. 3 for X Factor so far and 4 for Sensei. Right, yet again we're going to be waiting for the next match, waiting for the next players to join in the table, the Classic. Turn 1 value should be banned. I mean, how many decks you can count with one card? I guess there will be a lot. Sometimes it's not even because of the spell trap, but it's simply because of the effect the monster provides you, which then brings all the combos. If you pick Cyber Dragon, for example, Cyber Dragon Core gave everything. People even play Cyber Dragon without the Cyber Dragons, they play only Core. It became the most ridiculous deck I've seen in a while. I thought Infernity was that ridiculous, but Cyber Dragon is even more. We're gonna have Saku. Saku joining the table, taking place from Salug. And I'm gonna click spectate, let's go. Alright, we're gonna be seeing a water. Saku is going to get the first turn, which can be very beneficial, especially if he opens well with the spells and traps. We'll see how Saku does. That's gonna be a good beginning. Begins with the Atlantean Infantry and also gets the Deep Sea Diva, which is the phenomenal combo here. Being able to get the 2 cards first turn is allowing you to have pretty much a lot of plays. Ideally have 2 Xyzs on the field as well first turn. That is also possible. Alright, of course he uses Territory of the Shark and of course goes for the Abyss Dweller. And that's going to be setting 2 cards and ending the turn. Alright, 2 Black Whirlwinds used so far. It's going to be normal summoning Bora. That's gonna be tie because there's Book of Moon. If he doesn't have a way to protect the Bora, that's gonna be bad. I'm actually asking myself a question because he will have lethal. Yeah, I understand this understandable scoop, especially if Saku has again another Book of Moon. By the way, that will be a 3-point 4xf. Kick wings indeed, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Can we see? Alright, so Saku on top. Going to get the first point, which is not going to allow him to do any repeats. We're still at 4-4 though. Pretty close score and hasn't been changing so much. I'm gonna be putting this back as well while waiting for the next player. Effing tier 0 water, true. Water is going to be able to be a very good meta deck for a long time, I guess. By the way, due to the ban list and the kind of weird banning they've done, like some of the skills should have been touched, and I think that will have been an okay, fair, perfect ban list, whatever. But the ban list really shook me, especially the skill one. Like it is brutal what they've done. They basically say if you want to use the skill, you can. However, you cannot use the effect of the monsters, and you cannot special summon, which is literally slowing down the pace of the decks that Duel Links has, which is, I don't know, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to me. But it is what it is, though. So many Peperas, what is going on? Actually, yeah, the 4 pieces of Pepera are actually broken. Pepega died. Already on screen. Feels bad. I think Konami wants you to use tractor exclusive skills. Did you see the Delta Axle skill? Hmm. Not about question what you're asking for, King Soul. I don't think it's really the reason. The main reason is they want to slow down the pace. To be very fair. Like, I don't think it is an issue based on, oh, well, we're forcing the players to use, like, some more anime-ish skills and all. No, they just don't want you to abuse the skill for certain reasons. Like, see you later. They made an excuse for see you later, by the way. The main reason why it is actually nerfed is because of the last thing Darkler has done. No, indeed, a lot of decks has been using it, but, like, any deck that was using see you later, it wasn't abusive. That's gonna be a mirror match, which really surprises me, but Galv is going to get the first turn. Also get the gift chain, which is going to be able to check the top 3 cards, change the order of the 3 cards that are in his deck. So Galv making a very good opening here. Going for the Xyz, it is going to be Abyss Dweller. And with a 2-set card, so similar opening to what Saku had. That's interesting that we see a mirror match. You have to get a lot of confidence if you want to go for a mirror match. Which fish is stronger? True that. But especially which shark is the strongest? Or simply sea creator, just to make things more globally, I guess, KW. Already using the effect that is going to be popping the infantry. Normally mirror match will be avoided, but if it's Galv, then it's a different story. Clearly. We're talking about Galv. Who also has an experience within Team Wars, as he was part previously of FM. But he's actually a Sensei member, first of all. For those who didn't know, he was mainly Sensei before being from FM. And that is going to be an easy win, no question asked. Galv getting the good turn and the good field. Also having the treacherous trap hole dating with the field of Saku. Bringing the 5th point for Sensei. So now Saku is going to be forced to use another deck and not keep with the water deck, which will have been beneficial for the team, but if XF does have more water deck, it is still going to be fine for them, as the deck it is still... It is very strong for lethal, or TK, even defense at that point.
Gucci AOV.
This bot is rating so bad your message, but PDS, PogChamp for the sub, rooting for Galv. I appreciate the sub, PDS. The Lord himself, who also, I believe, does streams. I believe he does less, but he is, by the way, if I'm correct, I'm not sure if it's this season, but normally he is the owner of FM Forbidden Memories, which was the team where Galv was part of. We're gonna have the second duel beginning very soon, by the way. Let's go. There's going to be another Sartorius Kuma. I'm having a lot of doubts with the Sartorius Kuma. What is this going to be? I don't play team events anymore. Ah. Well, oh good, PDS. I mean, there's actually one team event I'm playing in, but it's only with Koreans though. That's the one I'm playing in, KDO. Sometimes I spoke about it. I guess some of the viewers do know. So first turn is going to go for Galv, which is already beneficial if he gets a good hand. It is indeed applied super lag. The players are already playing with the ban list applied, so no Desperado basically. Unless you're playing Desperado with another skill. Yes, Lolly. With the recent ban list. Let's see how Galv is going to be using his cards. No, on first turn, if he had the same like the previous duel, that will have been good, but it does not seem that Galv has that kind of hand. Yep. They had to edit very fast the lineup, by the way, or even the decks. But since both teams are Asians as well, it gives them time still. Because it will be afternoon for them. It's gonna begin with a classic Deep Sea Diva. Brings the infantry. And my question is, do you have another monster to summon? He does have, yet again, the Gishki Chain. The Gishki Chain, which is going to look at the top 3 cards of his deck, changes the order. White or a Dolphin? Ooh, that's a huge surprise. Good turn, good turn. Good turn, my god. And no Abyss Dweller, which is going to have an equip card. Which is, of course, going to be the Infantrian. That's a very good turn for Gov. Even though he doesn't have a spell trap, he does have technically defense. And the main thing is that because he's playing white or a dolphin, every time it is destroyed by card effect or battle, banish a water monster from the grave, special summon it back. Already really goes. Plus, Sakura is playing the blue eyes that we have seen at the beginning. So the light barrier blue eyes. That's insane that they're playing this deck for the second time though. We'll see how good their opening is. He's gonna have the alternative, which I do believe alternative. Yep, that's what I thought. He's going to be forcing Abyss Dweller's effect. Activates the light barrier. So I do think Saku does have... He does have the Malefic. Indeed does have his banishing already blue eyes. And the Malefic blue eyes has been summoned. Ooh, also has the stone, which yet again is going to be beneficial. Oof. That's going to be hard for Golf to come back. Because Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is going to remain on the field to negate the effect of White Oral Dolphin, which is not going to be able to be special summoned yet again. Ancient Rules as well. This is an insane opening. This is actually an insane opening that Saku had. What the hell did I see? Wow. There's few ways for Golf to be back, by the way, and it's not even going to be simple. But he does have the salvage. Salvage is always good to have. He's going to be targeting the Deep Sea Diva. Also gets the Silent Angler. There's still a possibility for Gov to be back, which is going to be very, very good for him. We'll see how things goes for him. Salvage really saves him because he's able to get the monsters back. Normal summon the heavy infantry, then he's able to summon Deep Sea Diva. So one thing to note is that there's a Silent Angler which is in Galv's hand. So all he's doing is like making the setups, I'd say. Yeah, he has to go for the CC as well. Of course, Territory of the Shark as well. Which, incredibly enough, the skill has not been touched. It is still going to be 2 use. Once per turn, twice per duel. Okay, first Abyss Dweller. Sounds good to me. I don't know if we're going to be seeing NXCs or if we're going to be seeing... we could see a Synchro level 8, but I don't think Galv is playing. But we never know. I don't know if it is possible to do Grado, but I don't think it is possible. So he's going to go instead for NXCs, and it is going to be a Shark. Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark, which is going to be making the comeback here. That's actually ridiculous. That's going to be very ridiculous, because the idea is that you're going to want to attack with Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. Number 37 attacks the Blue Spirit Dragon, which is going to try to use the effect to bring another monster. But a Zero White Eyes Dragon does not have enough defense. Galv making a comeback so far. Let's see what Saku is going to do. But that's going to be very hard for Saku to be back though. He has on all the special summons, and with one card it is very hard to be back. And I don't think he's going to have the timing. Infantry is mandatory, exactly Mikoto, because infantry allows you mainly to normal summon once more, and the other beneficial effect is that when you use it, when you send it to the graveyard, you can destroy a face-up card, which allows you a lot of plays and a lot of control as well by using a Beast Dweller. So right now, another great prevention by Galv, because he uses already a Beast Dweller, discarding the infantry, which is going to destroy Light Barrier. This is in prevention of a Malefic Blue Eyes Dragon that was in hand of Saku, completely blocking him the plays. Infantry at 0. Warrior Champ as usual. Yes, exactly, Mood Trapper. It is under the new ban list. And Galv is going to be taking the second point. I also forgot to put the scorings, which I'm going to be doing right now. For the team at least. 4-6. Yeah, by the way, Saku sadly lost, so he doesn't have any more decks. It is going to be time for another player to switch with him. So where is Saku? So Saku is here. He's going to have 1, 2. On the other side, we're going to have Galv, who gets so far 2-0. And I'm of course putting that. Alright, score looks correct on my side. Hopefully you guys are still hyped for this first game going on. So what water deck counter? It mainly counters anything that abuses the graveyard. Amazinus. I wonder if people will come back with Amazinus, but a lot of people are very, very curious about it. And we're gonna be back. I'm just going to write the name after clicking spectate. We're gonna have Eden on the bottom from XF. Let's go. Oh, the decks that can count water. I mean, technically Desperado did, but now that it is hit, I actually wonder which one can counter water. Potentially TH, I mean Thunder Dragon maybe. Onomatoplay depends as well, but I don't think I have a right answer for which deck counts as water. I'm not going to lie. We saw Gruchus and Edu run Amazonas today. They clapped everything but then lost to TD. Jesus Christ, these two guys already with Amazonas, by the way. Insane. Now Gruchus and Edu are very good gods. I'm also very glad, by the way, because Gruchus is going to be in the Wars, by the way, this year. Which is something I've been very, very stoked for it. Erena's going to be playing Onomat. Dodo draw the first card that he decides to use, and the Go Glove, and adds 2 cards, well, he draws 2 cards, he still has the skill which he can use Onomata play, by the way. That's some good opening, forcing the Abyss Dweller to use the effect already. The offerings to the Doom is going to be very beneficial for Eden right now. Insanely beneficial. He potentially has lethal. That's the stuff. It is my opinion, but as a Thunder Dragon user, fighting against water was not that bad. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because Thunder Dragon, they have very, very powerful monsters as well. And then you have the Xyz, which is another beneficial thing. Let's go my turn. Rooting my turn, but it is... He's not playing yet Godfather. Godfather is in the future, by the way. So anyways, I think it's going to be normal summoning on a Utopic Onomatopoeia, sorry. Which will allow him to summon up to 2 other automatic monsters. Allowing him to go for the Xyz. Gagaga Sister with the Utopic Onomatopoeia. Just gonna go for the M7. And then that's lethal. Oh, that's normal, Gagba, that's normal. Shh. That's normal. There's no I in my nickname. I just like to write it that way. Take the lead. I think he had fun where I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that. Sensei lost Team Wars, so even if they lose, they're fine. But these are the official, so they do want the victory still. Eden is going to be taking the point, that is going to be the 5th.4 XF. So far so good, they're very close when it comes to the results. We're gonna go straight to the next duel. Galv is speedrunning way more than me. Not for nothing that he was actually placed 4th as well on the KCGT that happened in 2020. Don't tell me this is a mirror match again. If it is the case, that's gonna be Pepega. Other than turn 1 boss, what can TG do? I mean, I guess they can go for control. I don't think there's only a play where you have to go for the level 10 or level 12 first turn. They will still be able to get some plays because of the staples that we have in game. If you don't play the turbo version, I think it is going to be fine to play TG, I guess. But we have to see the real cost that they're going to be adding on the main box, which I do think has been fully leaked correctly. But not only that, you have to wait for the tractor to see the cards they will add, the skills, I believe they have been leaked as well. Some of its cards as well. I think it depends on that. I cannot tell you much about TG, the others will know more about the archetype. The only thing I can say about TG is that it's a French insult. Take that. A nice, stupid fact. So Eden so far having a good opening after using Onomata play. Going to be normal summoning Gagaga Sister. Then of course, special summoned the Gagaga Coats. And made Photon Strike Bonzer. Is this going to be enough to counter Galv? We'll see if it is the case. What Photon Strike Bonzer does is only negate the effect of a monster and deal 500 damage to the player. Yo, Minimize, hope you're doing good, buddy. Glad to see him. It is going to be, in fact, a mirror match. So Gagaga Sister, normal summoned, which of course is going to trigger Photon Strike Bonzer and negate the effect. He has to do so, or else Galv will have maybe a Gagaga Bolt, which will be able to deal with the Phantom Strike Bonzer. Bolt in his hands. So I think both players now use the skill, by the way. Yes, so Eden did use the skill turn 1. Galv uses the skill turn 2. If Galv has Child in the deck, it's over. Alright, let's see. He's gonna be sending back the Gagaga Wind. Sends back Gagaga Head as well. Gagaga Coat, Onomatopoeia. He's gonna go for the Dodo Draw. Alright, let's see what he's going to do. He needs to get another special summon to be in a nice posture as well. Gagaga Coat is going to be using the effect Retrieves the Onomatopoeia. Sorry. The Utopic Onomatopoeia. I think this is normal that he keeps Onomatopoeia level 4 because I believe he can still special summon. Let me see. It is. So we're gonna see yet again a Photon Strike Bouncer, which is a big surprise. The only reason will be because he's going to do Spider anyway, and Spider banishes the Bouncer, so number 70. Malevolence uses the effect, banishes the Phantom Strike Bouncer, and it is potential lethal depending on what it has. No kite threat at all. It is going to be lethal, no problem. Golf being able to deal with it and taking a point. Alright, gonna be doing the scores very fast because they're speed running right now. Alright, so Eden has joined and he has 1-1. I mean, I believe it is 1-1. Yes, it is 1-1. I was scared because I was not seeing the player for some reason, the KW. What are the best cards to side for Onomatopoeia and Wada? To side for the decks or to side against the decks? Mirror Match second always win? Not ready. Not always. It always depends on the hand you get at the end of the day. Alright, let's see. Another Light Barrier Blue Eyes. This is a Blue Eyes festival we're seeing right now. I'm just gonna say that. Absolutely insane. Alright, we're gonna have Sage that has been normal summon. Sounds good to me. 2 cards that are going to be set as well. That's not gonna be the usual opening that Blue Eyes players on the side of XF has done so far, but it doesn't mean that it is bad. I have one question, guys. Why did I spoke? Oh my god, hey True Nate top deck on the side of Go that already sends back all the cards to the hand. I don't think there's anything else to say. Wait, it is not... It's not gonna be lethal. It is going to be lethal, I forgot. Cheeky play. Gagamancer increases by 500 the attack point when used as an overlay material. And Gagaga Samurai for the win, that is going to be giving a point for Geoff and also give the 8th point for Sensei. 2 points away from victory. Lord Christus. So I also forgot to say that Eden has no more decks. These guys are going fast, I'm also forgetting stuff. Crazy, crazy. War is getting faster right now. But that is also due to the decks that we get to see. Plus, we have to say one thing though. We gotta blame Konami for the kind of decks they bring, which is changing it on a very fast-paced game. That's the stuff I gotta say. Because I don't think it is bad to have maybe sometimes decks that are fast-paced, but this is too much. So, next meta may be worse. We never know. We'll still see how it goes though. So I think both have still one repeat. One deck on the side of Gal. In terms of information, I'm good to go. And I'm going to be right off the bat back. Sorry for the delay. We're just gonna click. You guys saw Pirin, the last player from X Factors. And I don't know why did I say it in an English pronunciation. I gotta say it in a legitimate way. Pirin. That's how we say it. Sorry Kuroma, by the way, if you're here, you can actually beat my ass. Hopefully I pronunciated it well. But anyways, another mirror match. But this time first turn is going to go for Go. So let's see what goes on. Dodo draw. Alright. That is going to be discarding the Go Glove. And I do believe we're going to be seeing the skill used on the side of Go as well. Gaba is not wrong though. The Crystal Mirror ended, but honestly, out of all the decks that existed in Duel Links, Crystron was the biggest pleasure I have had when it comes to play a deck. You always miss because of some misplays at the end of the day, but it's insanely fun whenever you know how to handle the deck. It's just crazy how you have to play the deck. One single misplay and you lose the duel, but if you do the plays correctly, you're just in a good spot. They should rename one of my deck to Toddler's Vocabulary, lol. Gagaga Sister has another effect. So the skill is indeed going to be used. Sends the head, sends the Gaga coat, adds another head, but this time it's going to be adding the sister. Gagaga Sister normal summon, which is going to let him search for the spell, or I believe trap as well. Gonna go for the Gagaga Wind, which is going to be letting him special summon a monster. He's gonna be special summoning head. And I don't think he can normal summon or special summon anymore. That's gonna be an end turn after he does the Bonzer. Setting 2 cards. Are these cards for bait is the question. We will see. Water and Crystron basically same deck. They have quick effects on our water attribute. That isn't wrong. That isn't wrong actually. Most of the Crystrons, especially tuners, have the quick effect. Ooh, Sensei Lang, hello. Hello Sensei Lang, hope you're doing good. So we're still on the main phase on the side of Pirorin. If he drew offering from the draw, his goat, and that is actually not wrong. If he has the offering, it is going to be it. But even though I do believe maybe Gov has the offering, I guess. Could be one of the two. Could be one of the two players drawing the offerings to the Doom. Alright, I'm not sure if Pirorin is thinking, so what I'm going to do is simple. As I always suppose there's a glitch. I wait a few seconds, then I decide and come back, and we'll catch them up. I still will believe that they're thinking, which is always normal of course. Alright, indeed. A lot of thought put. There's going to be normal summoning Gaga's sister to do the bait, forcing the Photon Strike Bonzer. Long thunk again. Trinate and offerings is actually very dirty indeed. Literally not using the skill right now, but he does special summon Gagaga Coach so far. I mean, I do believe he's going to try to go for the Ptolemy 7. That's a bit tough to tell because there is surely an activation on the side of Go. BOM as well could be another card that we could see. I forget BOM exists. Don't ask me why, guys. Anyways, Ptolemy is going to be able to use the effect, which is going to be forcing Phantom Strike Bonzer to go back in the extra deck. It isn't going to be lethal, but it is going to be one attack if he's able to pull it off. He is allowed. Yeah, there's a potential that it is bait on the side of Gao, but there's one of because someone was able to use it, and I think it is a quick spell as well. My only guess is that Gao was maybe waiting for something good. Then you use the card that you have, especially if it is of range to the Doom. You will want to wait to draw the card and then use it. So he's going to decide goes for the normal summon of Gegagamancer, which is going to bring Head from the graveyard. And I think that is it. Yeah. Revealing that he had nothing. But at least it is not a scoop. Understandable, have a nice day. It is what it is. Peterin is going to be taking the point. Even if we think that the deck is strong, you can see that it can break hard. That's one thing to always remember, by the way. Galvnor is going to be out. 2 players remaining on the side of Sensei. We'll see how it goes. So far, Peterin taking the first point. There's not going to be any repeat anymore for XF allowed. Honestly, that's not even close to greed no rust, just to tell you. That's brick and nothing else. It is always good to bait when you put the cards and all, but at the end of the day, you just don't have... If you don't have the cards, it is going to be what it is. If you had the offerings to the Doom, that will have been beneficial for Gao. Alright, I'm gonna be removing the preparing match. We have my turn that is going to be taking the place of Gao. And let's just go to the match. There's a Yami Bakura, which really surprises me. Alright, so I was trying to see what it was. There's going to be balance that is used on the side of my turn. So that is going to be interesting that I see the skill used. One thing to note with balance, since the balance is applied, I'm actually going to have to see... Oh, man. There's a condition that has been added to balance, but I don't remember exactly what it was. If it is like concerning the normal summon, that if you normal summon you cannot special summon and you cannot use effects, I do believe it is this one. Konami has added this line which says you cannot special summon and you cannot use monster effects the first turn you play in the duel. So I do believe that's the condition that my turn has. And he's gonna have to deal with who he summons, and also not use anything to special summon. Alright, so now a good use of the field spell to see what will be triggered. It is Trimid Fortress. So now the only thing that my turn does not have right, so far he's playing correctly. He does not have the right to use the effect of the monsters this turn. But on turn 3 he's going to be able to use the effect. But the reason why he can use Trimid Hunter is just because of an effect that is occurring when you have the monster normal summon. Like, it cannot be something you can say it's negated. It's like you're saying, oh, I can negate the effect of Yubel Nightmare, which is level 11. That doesn't work like that. And there's also going to be a Hate Trunate that gets to be activated. It's not the end of the world for my turn though. Because my turn, whenever he's going to get the Sphinx, it is going to be it. Alright, so Onomato play is going to be used by Peterin, which is going to be sending a Gagaga Wind and Gagaga Bolt. So sending the 2 spells to add monsters instead. We're gonna be seeing Dodo the Draw right now use. He's going to be discarding the Utopic Onomatopoeia, so he can special summon it using Gagaga Coat, allowing him to do more special summon. Yes, it will have content, by the way, Saint Square. I actually was about to speak about it. Maybe the staff is going to be speaking right now about it. Else I'm going to do it after the game. Just to not flood from the content and just keep it competitive, I'd say that. So right now Gagaga Coat was able to special summon Onomatopoeia from the graveyard. Yep. Actually, thank you for the explanation of Hunter. That's what I tried to say, but I just explained it bad. Like that people will be able to at least see it and understand why Hunter was something they could use. Alright, so far, Peterin doing the number 70 uses Malevolence as seen is going to be banishing Hunter. So we're gonna see combos already being triggered, but I don't know why he went for Hunter banishing. I do think it is because he does not want to get set causes destroyed. That will be it. Exactly. That's gonna be complicated for Peterin because he knows if Master uses the effect, sending Cruiser is going to allow him to search for a specific card added to the hand. So Cruiser's effect activates. He's gonna be able to draw and discard. No, it's just adding. I'm so stupid. I just got into confusion. So sorry. No. It only adds and doesn't add and discard. Add and discard is only when you have Cruiser that is face up on the field, and that you normal summon a Triomid. Otherwise, you can search for the card you want when it is sent to the graveyard. So Master is going to be using the effect, of course, to try to deal with the back row, which was an offerings to the Doom. And because Cruiser is sent to the grave, it is going to still be able to special summon Sphinx. And that is going to be game. Complete domination by the deck. My turn is going to be taking the 9th point for Sensei. And they're 1 point away. Very, very close right now. So just one thing, because of course the staff has been talking about it. There's a YouTube channel for Team Wars, for those who didn't know. There's going to be some content that will be uploaded very soon, which is going to concern Season 7 as well as Season 8 and ideally Season 9 on the later days. They will be informing everyone about this, but yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Content will be uploaded on the official Team Wars channel, so you will see, for example, this war yet again, the previous wars as well, so people can watch it yet again. Alright, so Pyrodin left with one deck. He is having peak performance, so Black Wings, which funnily enough is not bad against Triomid at all. It is actually going to be good. First turn though is going to go for my turn. That is going to be very beneficial for my turn, I think. Unless Pyrodin has anything to deal with the field that my turn has on the second turn, so we will have to see what happens. Alright, so he has... Let me see, before I do anything, yes. Cruiser, discarding another cruiser, so he had it twice and also gets to discard the Triomid Fortress. Not the worst, because when he's going to be sending cruiser, he's still going to be able to add the Sphinx, which is what my turn is looking for. Not only that, the back row is going to be what Pyrodin has to be worried about, but if he has whatever to banish the continuous spell trap, or simply banish the field spell, it might be very good for Pyrodin, so we'll see what happens. One Black Whirlwind only, Zephyr's normal summon. And he's able to add a card. Yeah, good patience on the side of my turn, because even if you destroy Zephyros, you can still use the effect of Zephyros, special summoning back. Any play will be done yet again. Gala is going to be reducing the attack of Master. Chris, special summon. Yup, the new ban list is applied, by the way, guys. Ban list that has been uploaded today is applied for this war, and the other wars from the following weekend. Alright, Pyrodin going for the Assault Blackwing, right, Kitty? Yeah, there's indeed a lot of people in the chat, Frieza. Hey, a lot. Could be looking tight for both, but I still think that my turn has a good response. With the field he has, the possibility to change the field spell to another one, and the traps, my turn is in a good spot actually. Zephyros is going to be special summoning itself, puts back the Black Whirlwind to hand, in hope to destroy at least 2 cards. He's gonna go for the field spell, and the face down revealing itself is going to be Fiendish Chain. Oof. There's still some response. My turn has some response normally because of Triomid Hunter, and also because of Master, because you can switch the field spell with another one from the deck. Does Pyrodin has an answer to the Fiendish Chain is the question. Does not. But he does have an Xyz. He's gonna have the number 70, which is going to be saving him time. And then he's going to try to banish the level 3, I believe. Yep. He's going to try to banish Hunter, but Hunter is going to already chain the effect. And because Cruiser is going to be sent to the graveyard, he can go and search for Sphinx. Oh, yo, Stephen Freshy. Hope you're doing good, man. Rating for the Koreans as well. Yup, no CC, no win, exactly. The CC will have saved Pirorin because you get to banish the Fiendish Chain. I don't think Pirorin is going to be attacking. He called Triazone, but like the problem is that Sphinx is going to be summoned, and that will be very bad. So we have no master that is using the effect switching the field spell. Because King Golem is sent, he still can special summon the Sphinx. So I don't believe it is lethal yet. Does Pirorin has defense is the question I have. Alright, so the Sphinx is going to be attacking first. Number 70. Number 17 getting destroyed. And there's going to be a Cosmic Cyclone used on the field spell. Ooh, that can actually be good. That can actually be very good. Getting rid of the field spell is going to be able to slow down my turn and allowing Pirorin to potentially do plays. But he has to hope that he can defend himself from the face-on card that remains on the field. And it is going to be Tramid Pulse, which is going to be able to use one of the effects. Target a monster on the field, destroy it. He's going to be able to destroy the Zephyros. And the next turn, Raikiri is also going to be destroyed. Tramid Pulse doing the job for the ending. That is going to be GG indeed. I do believe he does have the graveyard. He has 2 field spell. Next turn it is going to be enough for my turn to destroy Raikiri. And Pirorin is unable to take the game back. Yeah, Tramids is like ridiculous when it comes to control. When they get the board, it is very strong. Very, very strong, definitely. And that is going to be it for the war. My turn takes the last point, which means Sensei are the winner of the war, winning 10-6. Congratulations for Sensei on the first victory, and good war from both teams. Big up the both teams. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the war as well. I did my best when it comes to casting, as usual. Oh, it's quite a war. Right at the beginning it took me by surprise because I've never seen a deck list. And I gotta give a huge shout out for X Factors for the deck they brought. Honestly, that is brilliant to see Blue Eyes with a variation using Light Barrier. That is insanely cool to see. So big up as well to X Factors. Big up, of course, to the winners, Sensei. And I do think I'm going to be ending here. I think I've done everything on my side. And at the same time, I'm going to let Duel Links Team Wars maybe prepare for a raid or anything else. And that will end with this. It was me, Disturbia, commenting XF against Sen, the first war of Season 9. Hopefully you guys enjoy the war. And have a good day, have a good evening, everyone, by the way. Oh, you want an interview? I'm actually gonna have to see. It's gonna be so hard. Very few speak English, actually. I think there was one who tried to speak English once, which is Alacorn. Who, by the way, Alacorn is part of Sensei. But I don't think they're going to be speaking. The day I learn Korean, maybe I'll try. But if I don't know, this side of the thing. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day, evening. And yeah, I don't know if... Actually, I'm going to be tagging... I'm going to tag the Team 1 staff going to prepare the raid. So if you want to stay here, it is as you wish. No problem, Kaiser. Thank you very much. Yup. Next game comes very soon, as Team was said. So actually, I don't think they're going to be rating right. I'm just going to ask in the chat. Feel free to leave, guys, right now. I'm going to be dealing with Duel Links Team Wars. Alright, I'm going to be cutting the stream right now. I'm going to let the place right now to Cosmic Flare, who's going to be casting another Team Wars. Everyone, see you next time.